Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. Today I am back with my project pan update. This is the first update after my 2-year mark. So you could say we are, starting fresh again. Usually people start at the beginning of the year, but 2 years ago I started my project pan in the middle of the year in August. So yeah, this is sort of like a fresh-ish start to the plan. But this past month I think it was pretty good. I did finish up a few products, and some products, could have been better, but that's fine. Progress is still progress. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and hop right into my update. Alright, as always, starting off with my primers. The first primer I finished up is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip. Last month I showed you I only had like a tiny bit left and I finished it. I mean, it's a really small primer. It's like the mini size and I was already halfway through it, so didn't take me too long, but yeah, I'm glad it's gone because I don't really love this primer as much, so I'm glad it's, it's finished now. But a primer I do love and I've been using pretty well is the Good Molecules silicone-free priming moisturizer. You could say I'm pretty much halfway through it now, and I kind of just sped through this a little because I've upgraded myself to 2 pumps a day rather than 1. I just feel like my skin has been needing it, so now yeah, every day I'm using 2 pumps, whereas before I was using 1. So it's kind of going double at the speed at this point, but I really love this primer. Honestly, it feels like a moisturizer, but yeah, I really do love this. So I do like to keep 2 primers in my project pan just because I really do want to get through a lot of my primers. I just feel like one person doesn't need this many primers, so I'm trying to get through some. So I'm going to add in the e.l.f. Mint Melt Cooling Face Primer. So I initially got this to compare it to the Hydro Grip. I had like a video planned in mind, but that never happened. So yeah, I just kind of want to get through this. I think it's going to take me a while. Honestly, I think I've only used this primer once, so we'll see how it works with the rest of my makeup and I'll keep you guys updated next month. But I do want to add this in because yeah, I need to get through my primers. As for my base, I have the CosRX Propolis Ampoule Cushion. I probably only used this like once or twice in the past month because I've been testing out the Rare Beauty Tinted Moisturizer because I want to make my review on Rare Beauty. As you guys can probably see from my channel, you don't see a lot of first impressions. You don't really see me recommend you products after just one use. And especially when it comes to base products, I really like to use it for a long period of time before, I tell you anything really. Like, of course, I will have some first impressions here and there. So yeah, I've been wearing that tinted moisturizer from Rare Beauty pretty much every time I do my makeup, so I didn't really get the chance to use this. And then I've also been testing out the Unleash cushion, which is what I'm wearing on my face now. So I'm like testing out some new base products that I haven't had the time to really use this guy, but I'm still gonna keep it in because I do need to get through my products. So that's the whole purpose of Project Pan. But yeah, didn't get a lot of time with this one for sure. But then to move into my powders, I feel like this month was a good month for my powders, even for powders that are not in my project pan. For some reason, I'm just loving a good loose powder. So with that being said, I actually did finish up the e.l.f. Cosmetics Halo Glow Setting Powder. This really did not take me long to finish up. Like, there is still a bit of powder inside, but honestly, like, nothing's coming out. I'm like tapping, nothing is coming out. This is all finished, which is great to see because I do have a lot of loose powders in my collection that I also want to get through. I feel like right now for me, I'm really like focusing on my primers and my loose powders because you just don't need that many loose powders and primers in your collection. So with that being said, replacing my e.l.f. Halo Glow, I have this one from Ilia. It's the Fall Into You Soft Focus Finishing Powder, and I've had this for a little bit. You can see I've used a little bit of it, but I haven't used it in a while, and I used it today, and definitely not my favorite. Like, the fragrance is so strong, but not in a pleasing way. So I'm gonna add this one in. Hopefully I can finish this up. I don't think it'll take me long. This one was 9 grams. The e.l.f. one does not say, but it's like similar size, so I don't think this one is gonna take me long either to finish up. But then for my pressed powder, the Bite Beauty, a lot of you guys in the comments are telling me to just like repress it, and I'm like, I want to, but then I also am just like, can't be stopped. So we're just gonna keep going at it, okay? We're just gonna keep going at it. Honestly, this month I do see a difference though. I really do. I think the pan is much bigger than last month. is what I think. And then moving on to my brow products, the eyebrow pencil from Bold Face Beauty. This one I actually have been like making a point to use more often, so I feel like, you know, we're getting somewhere, but it's definitely taking its time. I just really want this gone, honestly. As for my brow powder, this one, I feel like that middle shade, you know, it's slow and steady, but the darkest one, which is the second pan that looks like a circle, this brow powder I actually use as like my hairline powder. And after getting my bangs, because I usually do tie it up, and as you can see, like I do have like some sparse areas, like I have very thin hair, so I've been using this a lot to fill in my hairline just because of my bangs. So I feel like that pan definitely has gotten a lot bigger. Just even the pan around it, like there's a big dip around it. So yeah, I would say pretty good progress with this one, honestly. As for my eyeshadow palette, the 3CE Overtake palette, this one I have neglected a lot because I have been obsessed with my Flower Nose Sweet Canelli's palette. It's a 5-pan palette and I've just been obsessed with that. Like every time I go out, I am wearing that palette, whereas before I was using this palette. And I don't really know what I should do with like my eyeshadow palette. I was thinking like maybe doing a shop my stash kind of thing, like every month I'll switch out the palette or something like that. I'm not too sure, I don't know. Maybe you guys can give me advice. I think you'll probably say to like do a rotation type of thing. It's not like I haven't used it at all, I just used it much less. But it's a palette that I really want to pan up because like I'm just so close, you know, like I'm just so close to panning that I just want to go all the way and just finish it. Like I don't want to give up halfway, so I'll just keep it in for now, but you know, let me know if you guys have any tips. And then onto my cheek products, starting off with my blush, the Too Faced Love Blush in I Will Always Love You. This one, like I don't think I've been using it a lot. I did use it, but just not a lot because it's my Flower Nose product, honestly guys. Flower Nose, I feel like really changed up my style. Like I'm so glad I discovered this brand and that I get to work with them. I'm not like working with them in a paid capacity, it's just like PR capacity. But yeah, I feel like I've been obsessed with one of their blushes that I haven't been really using this one as much. Like I am using a bit of this today, but I'm using it with that Flower Nose blush, you know what I mean? So that's how it's gonna be right now, but I am using it and I definitely do wanna, you know, make some more work on this, so it's slow and steady. But with that being said, with my highlighter, Dose of Colors Fuego highlighter, I think I did pretty good this month. I think I can see a difference. We'll see when when editing Judy is popping up the month before compared to this month. Let's see if there's any difference. But like for me right now, where I haven't seen that before and after, I'm like, you know what? That pan looks a little bit bigger. You know, in my lifetime, I will finish this up. Even if this is expired, I don't care. I'm gonna finish it. We're gonna finish this. We're gonna figure ways to finish this. Maybe should I like crush half of it up, make it into a loose highlighter, you know, like summer's coming up. You know, I can use this to shimmer up my legs. We'll figure things out. We'll figure things out. But I think the pan is a little bit bigger this month. But to end the video, honestly, it's going a little downhill here because of my lip products. So my ColourPop lip oil in Playa Vista. You know, I'm using this every morning, which means I'm using it like every day. But yeah, I feel like the progress still where we are. Still where we are. And then for my Just Tint lip crayon, Peach Surprise, the Animal Crossing one. This is not even like a full size, it's like a mini size. Yeah, I think I've used this like once this month. You know, and I could have wore it today, but I forgot to wear it. And that's the thing. It's on my vanity, but I'm still forgetting. So what is the problem with me? You know, I'm trying to figure that out myself. Like every time I film my updates for you guys, I'm like, you know what, like we're gonna do this, I'm gonna use this Just a Tint lip crayon, but then I keep forgetting and I keep using my Flower Nose lip products. But I'm so close to being done that I'm not gonna give up, okay? I said end of the year, we're gonna do end of the year. I'm not forcing myself. I don't want you guys to think like I'm forcing myself to like use these products. Like no, I wouldn't force myself, but I'm just like trying to give myself motivation because it's something I do want to finish. It's a formula I enjoy. So it's just a little push, you know, when I'm talking to you guys, I'm also talking to myself. Well, technically I am talking to myself because I'm just literally in my room speaking to a camera. But yeah, that was my update for, what month is it? October. We finished up 2 products, you know, the Milk Hydro Grip and then the e.l.f. Loose Powder. And then we're adding in 1 new product, which is the e.l.f. Cooling face primers. So not too bad honestly, but I think I could have done better. I think I could have, you know, put in a little bit more effort. I guess when you're like doing this for so long, like, you know, I'm going on 2 years. Yeah, maybe like it's just a little hard to keep track of everything. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's update. Let me know how you guys are doing on yours. I love reading it all. So yeah, with that being said, thank you so much for watching as always. I love you guys and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.